What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Dorkatronprime, currently here with Danny G from PPG. Now, Danny's going to be sharing with us the spiciest deck I've seen so far. We built it together. It is black. Now go ahead and start your deck.
Alright, so this is black OTK. I'm going to go with the pieces I'm running and why I run them, yada yada yada, you already know. And here starts the deck. Okay, let's go with the babies. I'm running 4 Kapurimon, gives it 1,000, helps with the Zubarga Punch. And I run this for the Chaosmon that I run. Just in case I have it, you know, just gain an extra memory isn't bad. Leave my opponent at less when I attack with the Chaosmon, you know. And yeah, so here it is. Extra 1,000 is always good. Rookies. I'm running Chumon because blue is a thing, and I don't want my opponent getting memory. And you could also use this against D Brigade. If they don't notice it, they'll go all the way to 10. I've had players not notice it, put me to 10, and I'm like, psych. So Chumon, Memory Thieves are always a great addition. Agumon. It's a blocker. It could be protected with Craniumon, and it's just like you could attack with it too and not lose any memory. You could play 2, probably save yourself the game. So I'm running these Agumon blockers at 2. I'm running Sunnerizamon at 4. This is disgusting. So if I have it on board and I Zubarga Punch, I don't care if you have a blocker, it's gonna do piercing. It gains piercing. And if I have it in the stack as well, that's an extra security +1. If it's black, so it won't transfer over to Chaosmon. But either way, security +1s is always good, and it's a dual effect. And hopefully it sees more play in the future. Because Sunnerizamon is a beautiful card and I love it. So Sunnerizamon at 4. Your 2-drops, 3 2-drops just to have to go into like a quick blocker if you're at 3, you know, 2 and 1. So Aguru at 3.
The best boy, Toy Agumon.
Reboot's gonna give you a lot. It's gonna give you the extra 1,000. It's gonna give you a lot of the effects with the Greymon line. I'm gonna be able to swing, let's say with Craniumon, and restand it, so I'm not scared to just leave it up. So Reboot's always a great card. I wish they had more of these cards. Second place. Dark Tyranno, 4, obviously, blockers, 1 cost, it's amazing. Numemon at 2, 3 drop, 1 to evolve. Greymon, if you have Reboot, which you also get Reboot off of some of your ultimates, jamming. So jamming's crazy mechanic. Imperial's still doing its thing, and it's great to include it with this. So, and just swinging, jamming, Zubarga Punch is crazy. You gotta know how to Digiburst your stacks when you're swinging with the black Wargeymon. But it's fine. Sometimes you'll just get rid of this and just do the extra security +1 with the metal gray. So it's kind of risky. It depends. So with that combo part of it. But if you have it with the Zubarga Punch, either way, you don't care about Digibursting the jamming. So Greymon, I love to see it. So I'm running it at 4. Ultimates. 4 Andromon protected with Craniumon. You could do jamming Reboot with Andromon. That's a crazy combo, and it's a great blocker. If you have the black tie and you're going up against Imperial, it's also another nice little blockage. They're gonna have to go straight into Imperial, so it always slows down. I've had Imperial slow down because of this card with that combo, or just in general. So Andromon, blocker. Metal Greymon at 3. Security +1 with the Reboot. It's crazy good, and I love it. I'd run it at more, but I'm running this card at 2 just because of the extra K. So if I don't have the jamming, this will get over most ultimates in security. And especially with the 9, it'll definitely get over a lot of ultimates. Like if I get it with the baby, with the reboot. So it's just Meteormon. I'm running it at 2 just because of its effectiveness with its DP. If not, I'd run more of this. But either way, that's still pretty good. Our Megas. How many am I running of this? It's just so I can have it nice. Okay. My Megas. 2 Craney. Running Craney on 2. Craney is awesome. As somebody pointed out, which I already know, it can't get killed by Gaia Force. So it's crazy good. It's just a lot won't be able to get rid of it. Yellow is its worst matchup, obviously, especially now. But that's fine either way. And also Kakaida's Breath, one good Kakaida's Breath will also do it in. But unless you're playing Breath of the Gods. I don't run Breath of the Gods in this build. I would, but the thing is, it takes away from what the deck can do. And you just want to see some the other option card I run instead of Breath of the Gods and Security. Just so it could stop most things. But if I wasn't running that card, I'd run Breath of the Gods just to help with the Craniumon. But this isn't a blocker-based, Cranium-based deck, so I'm not running that combo. But it's still gonna hold a lot of decks down, especially against green OTK. It's nasty. So I'm running it at 2. I'm running Black Wargrey at 3. If I would change this, I'd do a 3-3 split. But Black Wargrey is going to swing 3 times. With the securities, Black Wargrey is the key essential part to Black OTK. Because of the multiple swings. The Zubarga punch is also cool with it. If I could have a certain line set up with the reboot. And I play the red tie. So it's just like I could get it to 13 and do the Zubarga on it. It's not really an issue, but you want to run it at 4 just because of its effectiveness. Chaosmon. Chaosmon at 2. Chaosmon is, I think, the best level 7 you can run for this deck. The D-Digivolve Alter S is good too, but I'd rather have this after Zubarga getting punched something. Just because it will maintain its effects and be a 14k blocker reboot next turn, so it's not a complete waste. And if I do it with the level 7, it's 1 less, so it's really, really cool. Highly recommend it. Add 2, no more, obviously. And that's my Digimon lineup. I'm gonna go right now into my Tamers and options. I'm running Dark Side Attack at 2 instead of Breath of the Gods, because in security it'll kill most ultimates and lower. So it's just like it's better to just kill a Digimon, to me, in my opinion, just because it's how aggressive the deck can be. Breath of the Gods, I get that it stops them from killing me, but honestly, Dark Side Attack early on really hinder. Or if I just need to play it from my hand and like leave them at 2 or something like that, still pretty nasty. So Dark Side Attack at 2. It's a very aggressive card. Final Zubarga Punch at 2. I don't want to see it too much, so I'm running it at 2. I see it enough. You draw enough with this deck to see it. You're running it at 2. This card's insane, so you have to make sure your Digimon's 13 DP from the start. If you lower the DP after, like you Digiburst, like the thing that gave it like extra 1,000 to reboot, it still maintains all the effects. Once the condition is met, the condition is met. It's gonna have reboot, security +1, and blocker until the end of your opponent's turn, so it's crazy good. So I'm running it at 2. This is a game winner, for sure. 2 red ties, extra 1,000 during your turn. It helps you meet the conditions for final Zubarga Punch. So I'm running it at 2. I see it a lot, quite actually. And if anything, I still have stuff to give it extra DP. I'm thinking about putting in the Caramons, the +1 on my opponent's turn Caramons, just to have extra blockage. But so far I like my rookie lineup, so I probably wouldn't change anything. Maybe the Hagaroos, but that would kill the effectiveness of blocker, of putting a blocker down. So tie and the black tie. Opponent's turn, extra 1,000 in my black Digimon. So it's just crazy well with the blockers, pretty much the point of tie. And that is my Black OTK profile. Thank you for watching, guys.